I love decorative stitches, and I love the tapering option of decorative stitches even more. On the Bernina 790, there's a whole menu dedicated to tapering features for decorative stitches, and I want to show you how that is. So in the decorative stitch menu, go all the way to the 1400 group and go ahead and just select one. You're going to notice a couple things. Number one, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. So as it stitches the beginning, it will then switch to the middle, and then you're in control once it starts to touch the reverse button to activate the end tapering. Now, each of these stitches in this menu can be tapered. So these are the ones that we are going to be focusing on. And this is the one I was just showing you where I did that. I love the little kind of pointy end. And then I could sew as long as I wanted all the way down. And then when I wanted that final bit to stitch, that's when I touch the reverse button. So how does that actually work? So number one, you do have control of all the width and length for this stitch. So you can make it narrower and also closer together if you choose. Okay, so that's all normal as a decorative stitch. But wait, there's more. Touch the eye and then look at a couple things in here that we can find. Number one, we can go in to this area and get some ideas of different ways to create these shapes. So see how they're kind of flip-flopping the points around? And then this would allow you to stitch this out and then repeat that same width or length, I guess, of the repeat and create a block or create the cross or create those different ones that you see on screen. You can also go in, and this is fun. So watch the point right here. You do notice that it is centered. So at the top, if you want that point to be more, let's say, starting in the left side or be a left needle position taper, okay, you can do it that way. Or you can go the opposite way and bring it over to the right side. And you could even make this a little bit longer. So this taper will take longer to actually stitch before it switches over to the middle normal part of the stitch. So you can actually come in and change that quite a bit. And one thing we always love now with the screens is we get to see exactly what it's going to look like before it stitches. So it's like having virtual sewing right here. So if you like it on screen, you're probably going to like it on your fabric. If you don't know what you did and everything's yellow, remember, just touch clear. That'll kind of get you back to the normal setting. So since I've already stitched this particular one, I am going to, let's pick a different one. Oh, so many choices. And look, there's 3 pages of tapering options. So if you're looking for something unique, I think it's just a matter of stitching these all out to truly find what is fun. All right, I see what I like. I want to try this one here, and I'm going to leave it at the default setting, but I just want to show you how you can get it to do the length that you're looking for. So as you start out, you don't have to do anything. Just watch as it kind of does that first part of the tapering area, and then it switches, and you can see it's now in the body area of the stitch. So this can be as long as you want it to be, and that's when the reverse button starts to blink on screen. And so as soon as you push it, then that's when it will find the end of itself and then finish with the final taper. Now watch what's going to happen at the end of this. All right, so there's the end of our stitch. I'm going to just go ahead and cut it so we can take a look at what it's, oh, how fun. Especially with variegated thread. That is actually really, really pretty. But now it says auto 50. 50 millimeters is actually from the start to end how long this is. So if I was wanting to stitch this again, just like a buttonhole, once you get it set, you can just go ahead and sew. So if I wanted that again, just touch the go button if you want, and then it's just going to go ahead and stitch the whole thing again and stop at the end. I'm going to slow this down just a little bit just because it's moving around quite a bit, but it is sure making it easy to stitch something over and over. And now you can see when I was showing you those different patterns how fun those would be to actually, at this point right here, instead of lifting it up, go ahead and put the presser foot down, sink the needle down into the fabric, and then rotate around and then do another one while you create a block or one of those other shapes that was shown right here. So sometimes we don't know, like, okay, what do I do with this? Well, here are some fabulous options of ways to stop and pivot, and change and make that turn all the way around for a unique shape. So try out your tapering menu now that you kind of know what those buttons are for. And if you're stitching out all your decorative stitches, I think you're going to have a lot of fun seeing these stitched out in your Ultimate Stitch Book. There is a link below this YouTube video to help you learn some great tips for stitching out all these fabulous stitches.